Hey everyone, welcome back to another Black Ops 6 Zombies Dark Ops Challenge video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can get the Invincible Dark Ops Challenge. Now this one, the requirements are to reach round 30 without going down. So this one is pretty straightforward, at least compared to a lot of the other ones, like the Box Addict Dark Ops. This one is pretty straightforward. I mean, just reach round 30 without going down. Seems simple enough, but this one was actually something that I only got recently. It's not one that I ever really went for. It's in my game, the game that I actually got this, I got it totally by accident, you know, and at first I was like, Invincible, I thought it was a prestige challenge. I didn't know it was a Dark Ops challenge until later, but then I was like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. But then I also had a game recently where I played on another account where I actually tried to go for it and I ended up going down on round 29, and obviously ruin that whole attempt. So this one, you know, could be hit or miss, whether you get it completely on accident or you might actually have to try for it. But regardless, you have to reach round 30 without going down. So what does that mean? Well, just reach round 30. So even though, you know, you reach around 30, it might take a second or two to pop. So watching the footage here I have of me actually getting this challenge is that, you know, even though I just, you know, passed on around 30, the round marker says 30, it actually took a while, and zombies actually started spawning in by the time the challenge actually popped. So don't be alarmed if right away when you reach 30, if it doesn't go off, but just give it a little bit of time and it will finally pop for you if you have in fact haven't gone down yet. Now, here we go. So unlike, you know, the other challenges, there's not really anything about this challenge that like you really need to know, because it's not like these other ones where there's certain requirements or stuff. It's literally just without going down. So instead, today's video, we're going to be going over kind of some tips and stuff and how I got it and just different suggestions. So first off is that, you know, you have to play on regular mode, you have to play on standard, you can't play on directed because, hey, directed mode does not go up to round 30. So, you know, obviously directed mode is out, can't do that, so you have to play on regular, and currently, you know, you can play this on Liberty Falls, Terminus, and Citadel Baymore. You can play it on any of those three maps. Obviously, if you're watching this video later, you can play it on any of the other DLC maps and get this. But I ended up getting it on Terminus, which I personally thought would have probably been one of the harder maps to get it on. But surprisingly enough, I got it totally by accident on this one. So my strategy on here was mostly just to run around on the boat for a while. And I actually was using just a random weapon that I needed to just get like challenges for. And my thing is that I was actually waiting for the Wonder Fizz machine to spawn in on the boat. So if you're not aware, you have to wait until round 25 for the Wonder Fizz machine to spawn in on the boat in standard mode. In directed mode, it's always there. But on standard, you have to wait until round 25 for the Wonder Fizz machine to spawn in, which, you know, that's how the only way on a map like Terminus for you to get like Vulture Aid, you know, to get some of these perks, is the only way you can get it is from the Wonder Fizz machine. So I was waiting to get Vulture Aid. I really wanted to get Vulture Aid. I was going for a challenge that required me to have Vulture Aid. So the recommendations I have for you to get this challenge is threefold. So there's three tiers to what you want to focus on. The first one is obviously your weapons. You want to make sure that your weapons are ranked up and pack punched, and that you are dealing as much damage as possible to kill zombies, because, you know, the quicker you can kill zombies, the less chance they have to actually run up to you and hit you and cause you to go down. So make sure that you are constantly upgrading your weapons and that you are constantly pack-a-punching them as well. And just pick like a high damage weapon, you know, probably wouldn't pick a pistol or something to go for this challenge for. Probably something like an assault rifle or an SMG or something. Maybe not an LMG because of the movement speed, so probably an AR or an SMG is probably one of the better options. Or, of course, like, you know, a wonder weapon would also probably be pretty good. Keep in mind that if you're going to use something like the ray gun, you also are going to want to have PhD flopper with it. The next one is that you're going to want to also make sure that you are getting all the perks that you need. So obviously the first and foremost one would be Juggernog. Make sure you get Juggernog, that way you have extra hits before you go down. That one is a key player in this. Next one I would say is probably Quick Revive, because with Quick Revive you actually can heal faster with that perk. And then of course with all of these perks you also want to make sure that you are having the correct augments equipped for it. So like for Juggernog, I run the probiotic major augment, so that slightly increases maximum health with Juggernog, gives you an extra 50, as well as I also have on retaliation, so deal bonus damage while health is low. And then on my Quick Revive perk, the one that can be really useful here is Dying Wish. On lethal lethal damage, you become immune to all damage for 2 seconds and keep 1 health, and quick revive is removed on use, and it says this can be done up to 3 times, so it doesn't count as you going down, so this Dying Wish one would be really useful as well. And then of course the next perk I would say is really important here is Deadshot Daiquiri, just because then you're always going for headshots, which kill the zombies quicker than just going for body shots. And then for this one, the augments I recommend for this, the major one is Dead First, deal double critical damage of if an enemy is at full health, as well as Dead Break, increase damage to armor pieces. So that'd be really good for manglers and also for armored zombies and stuff too. So that is what I would recommend there, is at least those 3 perks, but also make sure that you're getting like Speed Cola. I would also recommend like Vulture Aid, that one's good as well, and Stamina Up is a big help too. But yeah, just make sure that you're getting perks and that you're getting, good perks first and foremost. But it's also interesting because on the game that I ended up getting this challenge done is I had PhD Flopper and I was just kind of screwing around. I was just constantly diving and not really caring if I went down, but sure enough, I didn't end up going down. So that's kind of interesting that, the games where I wasn't trying is the one I actually got it, but the game I did try, I didn't get it. So be that as it may. And then the next thing that you're going to want to do, you need to upgrade your armor. So this is a big one. I would say at least get the armor tier 2 as soon as you can. Tier 3 could probably wait for a little bit, but tier 2, make sure you get that as quickly as possible, just because then you have 2 armor plates. And also just constantly make sure that you're plating up. Anytime you take damage, always just get in the habit of constantly putting on a new plate. I think that is huge and will help people out a lot. I've seen a lot of clips and stuff on Reddit and Twitter of people playing, and especially in like boss fights and stuff, they end up going down right at the very end of the match and end up losing. And pretty much the key criticism I see everybody have of these clips is that the player is not plating up. They have plates in their inventory, but they're not putting them on, and that is the biggest thing, is constantly put plates on. Now, next tip we have here is actually for your loadout. So before you even start a game, I would say for your field upgrade, but you can also actually change your field upgrade in-game, so if you already started, you can change this. The field upgrade you're going to want to use for this, I would say it's either one of 3, so I would say Frenzied Guard is probably one of the best ones that you can use, because this one, as soon as you pop it, it regens all of your armor, and then any enemy that you kill will repair your armor during this time too, so it's really great, especially if you get stuck. Boom, pop it, and your armor gets replenished, and then all the zombies have to break your armor again. But if you kill a zombie, once again, boom, replenishes your armor. So it's really good for that one. Next one I would recommend is Healing Aura. This one's really good because if you get really low on health, you can pop this and it will heal you. And I would also recommend Aether Shroud, just because once again, if you get stuck, boom, you pop your Aether Shroud, and now you're completely invisible to zombies for a limited amount of time, and can help you kind of get a breather for a second where you can plate up and you can heal and you can just relax for a second. So pick one of those 3 field upgrades. Of course, once again, you're going to want to have the augments for it. So if you already have augments for some of them, use that one. Whatever one of those 3, if you have augments for, use that particular one. That's probably the best option for you. And then I would say for your tactical, run Stim Shot. Stim Shot is probably one of the best tacticals you can use in this instance, because once again, if you get low on health, you can boom, pop a Stim Shot, and it will heal you up super fast, super useful, especially if you got a bunch of manglers chasing you, or especially like if you're playing on Terminus and Amalgam grabs you, they're going to deal a ton of damage to you. So as soon as the Amalgam grabs you and like tries to bite you, after it bites you, then you're going to be low on health. Instantly pop a Stim Shot, boom, and these things drop like crazy. But especially if you have Vulture Aid and you have the Picky Eater augment for it, it says on death, zombies have a higher chance of dropping your current equipment. That one is crazy, is so useful. Another thing I would recommend too is that you can have maybe the carry-on luggage augment for Vulture Aid, as well as critical kills have a chance to drop extra salvage, as well as probably also I would recommend on your loadout, run a suppressor on your weapon, because it has a chance to drop more salvage as well, which would help you, 1, upgrade your weapon, and also help you get ammo mods and stuff for your weapon. So make sure that you're doing that, you're trying to get all your weapons all the way up to legendary, because it helps out so much, as well as once again pack-a-punching. So yeah, I mean, those are kind of my biggest tips. Also, if you're getting close to round 30, you're on like round 25 plus, another thing you can do is, if you're kind of in a tight space, you can find the free nuke power-up on any of the zombies maps. I've got videos about that out on my channel, so you guys can check those out. But yeah, hurry and just pick up a nuke, and the nuke will kill all the zombies around you. And granted, if you're on a high enough round, it won't kill all the zombies in a round, but it will hopefully give you a breather where then you can plate up, you can heal, you can go reload up on ammo and whatever you need. A nuke is super useful in this instance as well, as insta-kill is. So with that being said, you know, there are some gobblegums that you could use for this challenge as well. So I mean, obviously, like, you could pop a Perkaholic right off the start of the match, then you don't have to worry about ever picking up perks and spending money on that. Then your points can just go towards Pack-a-Punching. And then of course you can also use like Wonder Bar, where you get a Wonder Weapon from the mystery box. You can use Hidden Power to upgrade your weapon to Legendary Rarity. Wall Power and Crate Power are great, because then, you know, whatever weapons you pick up out of the mystery box or off the wall become Pack-a-Punch. That's always good. Idolize is good because all players are ignored by the zombies for 30 seconds, so that's great. As well as, you know, I would honestly even consider just popping Killjoys. You know, have Killjoy on there and use that, because that is great for, you know, just having insta-kill, killing zombies, and being able to progress through the waves, as well as obviously Anywhere But Here. That is a classic one where, you know, if you get trapped, hurry and pop it Anywhere But Here, boom, teleports you and you're out of there. And then the other recommendation, the final one for this video, is that I would also recommend having either one of 2 score streaks on you. Don't use them unless you're in a pinch, unless you get trapped or you're really low on health, and that is I would recommend the Mutant Injection or the Chopper Gunner. Both of them, as soon as you pop them, you become invincible, just like the, you know, Dark Ops Challenge says, but you become invincible to all zombies, and then it's so easy to kill the zombies after that, so you can basically take out the entire rest of the wave. So those are my biggest tips for this challenge. I hope this video has helped you guys out. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below. If you guys are still having trouble, let me know. We're gonna, you know, we can take a look at your strategy, see stuff that you're using, and see if we can help you out. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's, you know, fairly straightforward. You just have to reach around 30 without going down, and then the challenge will pop. So I hope this video has helped you guys out. Hope you guys have enjoyed. If you did, give the video a thumbs up and get subscribed for more Black Ops 6 videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.